The Bach Ma Temple, i.e. the White Horse, is one of the 4 sacred temples located on the 4 main directions to protect the ancient Thang Long citadel. That's why they are known as the 4 temples protecting Thang Long. These are, respectively, Bach Ma Temple in the east, Voi Phuc in the west, Quan Thanh in the north, and Kim Lien in the south. This site is dedicated to the worship of Long Du, also known as Bach Ma, who is considered the protective god of the ancient Hanoi territory. According to the legends, this temple was erected at the end of the 9th century, when this territory was still under the domination of the Chinese Tang dynasty. At this time, the regional military governor, Ko Bien, sent by the Tang kings, ordered his troops to build the Dai Las citadel. As the construction work was too constrained, he made create this temple to solicit the genie, Long Du, supported on the citadel construction site. Later in the early 11th century, after deciding to transfer the citadel of Honlu to Thang Long, Emperor Li Tai-to ordered the construction of a new citadel. Unfortunately, walls collapsed many times after assemble. The ruler made offerings to the Bach Ma Temple to pray to the genie Long Du. According to the legend, once the ceremony was over, the king saw a white horse leave the temple and toured from the east to the west of the capital. He left footprints, then returned to the temple and disappeared. The king ordered the soldiers to build walls following these footprints, and finally the citadel was completed successfully. Li Tai-to decided to extend the temple to pay homage to the genie Bach Ma. Since the 11th century, this temple has witnessed numerous restorations and renovations. According to the stone settles preserved on the site, it was enlarged at the end of the 17th century under the later Lei period, then established twice at the beginning and the end of the 19th century. The actual appearance of the temple is a result of restoration in the year 2000, on the occasion of the 990th anniversary of Thang Long, Hanoi. Facing the south, the temple is a complex composed of various elements: main entrance, pavilion, ceremonial room, incense burner, sacred sacrum, and the meeting house at the end of the plot. The pavilion and the ceremonial room are linked by a connecting roof to create a spacious room. The pavilion was rebuilt in 1839 under the Nguyen dynasty in the typical architectural style of this period, especially the sculptures and sacred animals on the beams and lanterns shaped locusts at the end of the beams. The ceremonial hall has a double roof, and the framework is structured in an enlarged system and supported by 4 rows of wooden columns. In the sanctuary, there is a high wooden floor closed on 3 sides, where the genie of Bach Ma is hidden behind a curtain. Legend has it that during the Tran dynasty, 1225 to 1400, the Chinese invaders seized the citadel on 3 occasions and set it on fire, but the fires never reached the Bach Ma Temple. That's why, after the retire of the enemy during the return of the capital, the great chancellor wrote 2 verses to the temple. Save from the fires for 3 times, stay intact to any hurricane. The Bach Ma Temple is classified as National Historical, Architectural and Artistic Heritage in 1986.